Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's time for celebrity theme song. Writing songs about celebrities. It's time for celebrity theme song. Writing songs about celebrities. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, welcome. It's another episode of Celebrity Theme Song
with your favorite hosts,
Lewberger. Just the three of us today, no guest. And we have a short episode today because we have a guest who's coming in 25 minutes. So we've got 25 minutes to knock it out. So hope you don't have a long commute today because we are flying by the seat of our pants,
You know
people.
what? Sometimes it's nice to have a short podcast because then if you have another podcast you want to listen to, you can knock two of them out in one commute.
If you want to
Exactly.
burn through ours as fast as you can to get to the one you really like, then this is the podcast episode for
That's
you.
right. Or if you like to save up some episodes like I do, then you have this one to sort of knock out and then start listening to
You
the one
can
that
put
you
it
really
on
want to listen to.
1.5 speed, or if you're like me and don't listen to podcasts at all, this one is perfect for you. Hey, I actually have someone who I'd love for us to talk about
Wow.
today.
Okay.
I do. And I'm
Great.
just gonna
I had
get
pulled
right
up
into
someone
it.
as well, but I'm excited to see who you have.
Before we do that, should we just catch up a little bit or fuck that? Should we just get right into
Well,
it?
we can catch up a little bit.
Okay,
right.
everybody
Like we said,
gets two
there's a
sentences.
hard out on this one.
Yes.
All right.
Go ahead, Alex. What do you want to catch up on?
Well, we just played the Netflix is a Joke Festival yesterday.
Sentence one.
That was really fun. And
Two. Sorry, bro. Okay, great.
Oh, shit.
Let's see. I'll go second.
All right, two sentences.
Married life has been great.
Okay, you talk about that every time. And next one.
So callous.
And
He's not married yet. He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
He doesn't understand.
Okay, and I'll use that as my second sentence to
Yep.
say that Alex doesn't understand. Keith?
My house is currently under construction and... Yeah, that's right. And the kitchen is going to be done by next week, and the first bathroom will be done by the end of next week.
That was
Period.
all one sentence.
One.
You got a whole nother one.
There is still, of course, the primary bathroom, which will force Becky and I to live in the back guest house for a little while, and the cats will also have to move in there, and then they're going to move on to the garage. So the whole thing should be done by the end of the summer, maybe the midsummer.
2. Good job. Okay, great catching up.
Very nice.
Good
All right.
job.
A lot of commas in mine.
You use that
gotta use
time
those
well.
commas.
So we've got two celebrities up for grabs. It's Keith versus Hughie in the battle of the celebrities. How do we decide?
I'll probably give it to Hughie, but who do you got?
Well, I was going to see about who you had. Should we say it on the count of 3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Sandra
Marilyn
Bullock.
Monroe.
What
really good.
possessed you to choose Sandra Bullock?
I just saw The Lost
She's
City.
funny.
Yeah, she's great. And she's done
Funny
acting now.
gal.
She said she's done acting.
She is?
I think she made an announcement saying that was her last movie or something
Wow,
like
that's
that.
too bad because I'm excited to see
I know.
that film.
They always say that.
Keith,
Yeah.
what possessed you to choose a Marilyn Monroe?
I think there's a documentary out about her right now. I just have heard people talking about her a bit, and I don't really know that much about her. I've actually been reading things about how although she was a sex symbol, apparently maybe she herself was kind of asexual.
Whoa.
Which I thought was, when I first heard that, I was like, well, that's wild because she is like, in terms of Hollywood, like sex appeal, she has been the golden standard of like what all
Absolutely.
the statues are of the shot of her walking over the vent and
Right.
with it blowing the air up her skirt, and she has to
Right.
go, oh, my skirt.
Right.
Well, guys, these are both great celebrities. I don't know
Should we
which one
rock,
to
paper,
choose.
scissors for it?
I
Also,
think,
Elton John wrote a great song about Marilyn Monroe.
That's true.
Goodbye, Norma
I thought that was about
Jean.
Princess Diana. Oh no, he redid it about Princess Diana.
Wow, he just
He just
couldn't
erased
write a
the
new
name
one.
and was like, you know what? This one wasn't super popular about Marilyn Monroe. Let's try one more time.
That's not how it happened.
Let's
It was
try one more
incredibly-
time.
It was incredibly popular. But if Elton John already wrote a song about Marilyn Monroe, then maybe that's an argument for Sandra Bullock.
Hey, I like Sandra Bullock.
But I also like
And I
Marilyn
think
Monroe.
people don't
Fuck
find
it.
her as funny as I truly believe she
Guys,
is.
let's-
I think she's hilarious. I don't think she gets her credit.
Let's rock, paper, scissors for it.
No, we've already...
All right, Sandra Bullock it
Yeah,
is.
we don't have time for games.
No, we don't.
No more games.
And you know what's great about...
No more games, okay? That's a quote from Alex Lewis talking to the budget car rental people who really effed us over a bunch of times. And finally, Alex said, no more games here, okay? And then he got what we wanted.
we did get what we wanted. We got a full refund on the car.
And we got some extra extra experiences.
Yes,
too.
but none of them has helped us because they will only give us a free rental for a car that isn't big enough.
Yes.
We have a lot of
We made
gear.
it work.
We did make it work, but it's just so frustrating.
We just have to accept the best you can get with a rental company is a compromise.
Yeah.
You can't get a real win.
or what you paid for in the first place.
Absolutely not. You can't get that. You can get a compromise. You must compromise.
That's marriage.
It's marriage.
That's what Aaron says.
You're marrying
I'm
your
starting
rental car.
I'm already starting to get it. Okay, so we're doing Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, who... What was your first movie that you saw Sandra Bullock in? Because I remember mine, and it was Miss Congeniality.
Oh, such a
And
good
I
one.
was like, this woman is hilarious.
Yeah.
She was a riot.
Yeah.
And the whole premise, to me, was very funny. It was just a funny movie.
I think mine was also Miss Congeniality, but just in case, I want to look at her filmography.
Yeah, me as well. I feel like she's been a big part of
it
my
was
life.
Speed. For me, yes, it was Speed was the first movie I ever
I
saw.
hadn't seen Speed before I saw Miss Congeniality. So for me, that was her first role, even though it was not.
Speed is such a fantastic
I've
action
seen
movie.
Speed since, and I agree. But it's not as funny.
Well,
Love Potion number 9. Holy shit.
there is that one part.
Love Potion
There's
number
that one part of
9.
Speed that's pretty funny where the woman just tries to get off the bus and dies instantly.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Wow, Love Potion number 9. Remember that song?
Love Potion number 9.
Bop, bop, bop.
I don't
That's
know
not
how
it
that
goes.
goes.
Clearly, you don't.
Well, I told you.
A little dot of love, love potion number 9.
Yeah.
Stop, Alex, stop. Stop. Everyone else who knows this song is upset.
If you want a little potion, love potion number 9.
Almost. You're getting closer. You're getting closer, but you're not quite there. Well, anyway, let's jump right into Sandra Bullock. We don't have a lot of time. She was born July 26th, 1964.
Wow.
She's an American actress and producer. She's gotten an Academy Award, a Golden Globe Award, 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, Critic Choice Movie Awards. She was the world's highest paid actress in 2010 and 2014.
Whoa.
Wow.
And in 2010, she was named one of Time's 100 most influential people in the world.
Wow.
I wonder if that's when the not the Far Side, the Blind Side came out. Thank you, Aaron.
The Blind Side, yeah, maybe that was
Aaron's
a big one.
always ready with
That was a big
the
one.
Correct fact.
Let's just hit the top thing she's been in. She's been in Speed. She's been in Bird Box. If we all remember the Bird Box
yeah.
experience, that was like a whole. That was the first time a movie I feel like was like, well, let's all do that in real life, and it'll be a fun joke. Everybody put a blindfold on. It was like a trend, like a TikTok-esque trend. It was
Where
before
people
TikTok.
actually did that, just
Yeah.
put blindfold on?
Yeah.
You know,
There was a Bird
respect.
Box challenge. They
Wow.
just lived a day with a blindfold on.
Wow.
See how
Well,
the other half lives.
cool fun fact about
I don't think
Sandra.
that's what they were really trying to achieve. I think that would be nicer
awareness.
if they were trying to understand perhaps what a disability like that would be like. But I think they were mostly just being like, what would it be like to be in a horror movie where we couldn't see?
I've got a fun fact about Sandra Bullock right here. The one and only, and all things comedy favorite, George Lopez, his show was started by Sandra Bullock. She executive produced it.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she was the executive producer behind the George Lopez show.
I was watching the George Lopez show after we saw him here at All Things Comedy, and I saw her on there, acting on there. I was like, well, it's just so crazy to see her as a young actor. She was the executive producer of that show?
Yes, I believe they're good friends, too.
I fucking love Sandra Bullock. Wow, that's amazing.
She's great. And Sandra, George, if you ever want to come guest on the podcast, come on by. We saw you once, and we tried to get you to do it, but you were busy, which is understandable.
Not Sandra,
No.
but George.
Yeah, if she's not acting anymore, she's got plenty of time to come do something.
Yeah, I'm sure. She's like, I'm taking a break from acting, so I can just be on the Lewberger podcast.
Yeah. What else? She was on a TV show by herself, right? What was it? Sandra Bullock. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong, Aaron? You'll know. No TV show. Okay, maybe I'm just thinking of. Maybe I'm stuck in George Lopez land. Okay, so we've got. Oh, she was also in The Heat, which was a
She was
very
in The
popular
Heat.
film.
And she had a role in supporting role in Demolition Man, 1993.
Of course.
Speed was the breakthrough role. The big.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. She was in The Proposal. She was in
yes, with
Crash.
Ryan Reynolds.
She was in Ocean's 8.
That's right. She was in Crash.
Yeah, she's
Wow.
and she was in Gravity, which is huge.
Oh,
God,
Gravity.
you know what's
Gravity is
so
a
amazing?
crazy movie.
You know what's great
Yes.
about her is her acting range is really solid because you believe her as this like because Miss Congeniality, that's the one where she is a cop and she turns into
She has to do a beauty contest.
she's do a beauty
Yeah.
very confident in that movie.
Right.
Very
Or
like
pageant.
I've got my shit together. I'm gonna do this. with a lot of confidence. Then in Gravity, she's like, oh God, I'm dying because I'm in space and I'm horrified. And in both instances, she plays them super believably.
Yeah, and in Lost City, she's an author, just trying to make her way in the world, overcome her grief, and fall in love with Channing Tatum.
And who wouldn't?
Yeah. Yeah, The Lost City was fun.
It really was fun. It really was a fun.
I'm going to
movie.
watch it on the flight on Monday.
Oh,
nice.
It's a good airplane movie for sure. I mean, it's a good theater movie, but you don't have to see it in the theater.
No, it was
it's a good
cute
movie.
to do with, I don't want to say it. I guess I bring it up all the time, but to see with my wife.
Go fuck yourself. I don't want to say it. I guess I say it all the time.
Okay, she was born in Washington, D.C. suburb of Arlington, Virginia, daughter of Helga, an opera singer
Helga
and voice
Bullock.
teacher from Germany. Helga Mathilde.
Wow, an opera singer.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then she was an opera singer and voice teacher from Germany. And John Wilson Bullock, who was an Army employee and part-time vocal coach. So both of her parents were musicians, which is funny because she doesn't sing.
Yeah, she's no musicals to speak of, I don't believe.
Let's see. Her father was in charge of the Army's military postal service in Europe, stationed in Nuremberg when he met her mother. Parents married in Germany. Bullock's maternal grandfather was a German rocket scientist from Nuremberg.
Wow.
The family returned to Arlington, where her father worked with the Army Material Command. A lot of Army stuff here. She's got a younger sister who served as president of her production company, Fortis Films.
Wow.
Nice job for the sis.
She grew up. Well, for 12 years she was raised in Germany and grew up speaking German.
Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, so I guess after being born in the Washington D.C. area, sometime in her childhood, for 12 years she was just a little German kid.
Wow, Hughie, not every German is a Nazi. It's okay.
I'm sorry, bro.
This
I
was
just can't help
post
my
World War
face.
II. We've got to remember that she wasn't there until after the 1970s.
Yeah, but what happened to all those people who were just killing all the Jews and okay with it? They didn't all die with the Jews.
No, a lot of them left Germany though.
Yeah, and moved to America.
So I was actually Germany had fewer by that time than some other places.
But a lot of them stayed and had kids.
God.
She was born here. We don't know. Opera singer.
And her dad's name was John Wilson.
What's that got to do with him?
That's not
hating
a
Jews,
Nazi.
John
passing
Wilson
that down
Bullock.
to his daughter.
You can't be a
Bullock.
Nazi with a name like John Wilson.
His last name was Bullock.
Well, I was trying to make him look as favorable as
I
possible.
know, but
in this
Bullock
part of
is
the
also, I
conversation.
don't think it's just like a Nazi-sounding name. Anyway, I don't think it's fair for us to imply that her family were in any way related to Nazis without any proof. I feel like if it were, we would have heard about it by now.
Maybe. She
I
seems
feel
like a great person.
She's a great person.
Jewish. I can read it from here.
She's not Jewish.
No, I have no idea.
okay.
I just wanted to fuck with you.
He saw a picture of her with dark hair, dark curly
she's a
hair
Jew.
on his Wikipedia. Went,
Also,
she is.
Jewish women love miscongeniality.
I mean, listen, I love Sandra. I suggested Sandra Bullock. I'm a huge fan.
That's right.
Doesn't
This is
mean
your
that her
person.
mother wasn't necessarily at least attended some Hitler
Hughie,
youth
come
parties.
on.
Hitler
Fuck
youth was
outta
pretty
here.
common for kids to do when Hitler was in charge.
But it wasn't like they were like, "Oh boy, I'm so
ridiculous.
excited to go to be
Yeah,
a
but
part
you
of
still
it." 'cause they're
get that just
children.
incepted into your
Again,
brain.
she wasn't a child there until 25 years after the Second World War. So
25 years. That's nothing.
Oh, come on.
well, it's long enough to not be in the Hitler Youth.
Yes, that's
You're
true. But I'm saying her mom
mom might not
growing
even be
up
from there.
Her mom was from German.
That doesn't mean her grandparents. This is ridiculous.
They're
Let's
all
just move
brunettes.
on from this.
Listen,
They're all brunettes.
I stand by what I said, but I still love Sandra Bullock.
Okay.
What did you say?
I don't know. That
her
it's
mom
possible
might
that
have
her
been a
mother,
Nazi.
who grew up in literal Nazi Germany, might
You
have
don't know that her
absorbed.
mom grew up in Nazi Germany.
Don't we know she's German?
Yeah.
Yes, that doesn't necessarily.
Voice teacher from Germany.
Did
We
she
don't know, but
grow up there in the 30s?
There's not a link for her childhood.
Sandra Bullock was born in 1964.
Yes.
All
So
right,
she
you
was
keep-
probably born in the 30s.
All right, just keep going.
Maybe further. Anyway, she was a child ballet and vocal arts kid. She often accompanied her mother, taking small parts in the opera productions. So even though she doesn't sing in
Ooh.
movies, she was a little singer kid.
Cute.
She has a scar above her left eye, which was caused by a fall into a creek when she was a child.
Oh, wow.
She maintains her American citizenship, but also applied for German citizenship in 2009. She attended Washington Lee High School. She was a cheerleader. She was in school theater productions. After graduating in 1982, she went to East Carolina University and got a BFA in drama. Then she performed in multiple theater productions, including Peter Pan and Three Sisters while she was at school. And she moved to Manhattan, New York, where she supported herself as a bartender, cocktail waitress, and coat checker while auditioning for roles.
Wow.
Her mother was born in 1945.
Okay.
So if she was a Hitler Youth,
She'd
she
be
would
a
have had to have
baby.
been 3.
She would have been a baby.
Okay, just to be clear, 1945, it's not like all the Nazis and the Nazi ideology was gone.
It's true.
Thank you. That's all I'm trying to say.
All right.
But she, as an infant, probably wasn't a Nazi.
Right, but her mother and father.
This has to go in the song now.
It's possible.
No,
And
I mean, we'll see what
We
happens.
don't think your mom's a Nazi.
And Alex and Keith don't think your mom's a Nazi. Hughie's a little unsure.
I think we should say that none of us think she is, but none of us also know that she isn't. The Wikipedia article doesn't go into... You know, honestly, Wikipedia should have a tab that just says Nazi or not.
Nazi or Nazi.
But it doesn't. Anyway, she took acting classes with Stanford Meisner. Pretty
wow.
cool. Appeared in some student films, then got an off-Broadway play, No Time Flat. She was and the director was impressed with the performance, offered her a part in a made-for-television film, Bionic Showdown: The $6 Million Man and the Bionic Woman.
Wow.
It was in 1989, led to her being cast in a series of small roles in several independent films. And then eventually she was in the short-lived NBC television version of the film Working Girl.
Oh.
And then she was in Love Potion number 9.
Yes.
That Thing Called Love, Fire on the Amazon, and then eventually got into Demolition Man. And then after that really comes everything. Got in with Keanu Reeves in Speed. And she had to read, with him to make sure there was all the right chemistry. They had to do a lot of physical scenes together, rolling around on the floor and stuff.
Of course.
Does it say rolling around the floor and stuff? in
Yes.
there?
That's a quote from her.
It's hilarious.
She recalls they had to do all these physical scenes together, rolling around on the floor and stuff.
I mean, that's great. That's a great quote.
I mean, that's what you would do in a casting office, I guess.
I would love to roll around on the floor with Keanu Reeves.
I'll bet you that's a lot of chemistry reads with Keanu Reeves, is people
All right,
rolling
get on the
around.
floor. All right, we're going to roll around for a bit.
Like, not just women.
Until we find some magic here.
I feel like Agent Smith, too. They must have been... okay, we got Keanu Reeves. All right, guy who plays Agent Smith, roll around on the floor with Keanu Reeves for a minute, and let's see if this works. Hugo Weaving, thank you.
Hugo Weaving.
God, Aaron is on fire today.
I mean, he knows more than we do.
That's true. But that's
About
why
most.
we read from this Wikipedia article.
We sure do. She's been dubbed America's sweetheart by the media in reference to her friendly and direct and so unpretentious nature, which I really feel like was just from Miss Congeniality. Like, that was her character, and I think
Right.
for a long time, and maybe it is, we were like, well, that's just who Sandra Bullock is. She's adorable, she's clumsy,
Right.
she's sweet, she's good-hearted, she's, shy a
Right.
bit.
Rather than being like, wow, she's an amazing actor.
Right. We
portraying
were
a
like, wow, that
role.
must be how she is. She must be a sweetheart. I mean, I assume she is. Everyone likes, no one's ever said, I hated working with her. We live in Hollywood, and we hear when people are like awful. Someone's
Sure.
like, oh, my friend worked with that person. They were a dick. And
Yeah.
like, oh, dang, sorry to hear it. Haven't heard that. Was one of the Women of the Year in 2010 from People Magazine. Ranked number 12 on People's Most Beautiful 2011 list. What a funny list. I'll never make it on there. And then there's a whole paragraph about the times she was one of the most beautiful. In 1999, she was most beautiful. 2015, beautiful. 2011, beautiful.
She is beautiful.
She's
There's no
beautiful.
What about, now, I hate to bring this up, but what about philanthropy?
There's a whole
We got
article
one.
dedicated.
We got a whole,
to
it's
it.
boy.
even bigger than the
Oh,
beautiful
boy.
paragraph.
For the longtime listeners, we know this could be contentious.
Yes,
That's
if
true.
if God forbid she helps out an animal, Hughie will lose his fucking mind.
Looks like she supports the American Red Cross.
Okay. Poor people.
The Red Cross Liberty Disaster Relief Fund.
Disaster relief. Pretty good.
Gave some money to the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami that were bad. The Haitian relief after
my
their
goodness.
earthquake. A lot of earthquake. Really wants to donate to earthquakes.
That's,
Wow.
you know what?
It's mostly earthquakes and hurricanes.
Wow, natural disasters.
People cleaning up national disasters. Basically.
Okay, great.
Love that.
Not as good. That's probably not what Hughie wants the most, but
No,
I'll
that's
give it
good.
to
That's
her.
good. I just don't want your only main thing to be animals. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's weak.
Hey, you know what? Sure.
You know what, Hugh? You know who gets hurt by tsunamis and
Animals.
earthquakes? Yeah.
She
Deer.
probably did help animals, in that
Damn it.
regard.
You're
but
right.
not only animals, not
Right.
exclusively animals.
People are animals.
You know why?
true.
You know why animals need help? Because people like you look at animal philanthropy as some kind of second-class charity. Fuck you, Hughie.
Okay. I don't think that I'm the reason animals need help, but I do stand behind. If your main source of mitzvahs in the world is through animals, I think you need to reconsider your tzedakah.
Your main source of mitzvahs. Oh man! All right.
So here's something from her personal life: that a scandal arose in March 2010 when several women claimed to have had affairs with James, who was her husband.
Oh, Jesse James.
Yeah. Jesse James blasting off at the speed of light. Anyway, the Bullock canceled European promotional appearances for The Blind Side, and James responded to the rumors by releasing a public apology that said, "The vast majority of the allegations reported are untrue and unfounded. Beyond that, I will not dignify these private matters with any further public comment. There's only one person to blame for this whole situation, and it's me." He said, "I hope that my wife and kids can find in their hearts to forgive me for their pain and embarrassment." So it's an interesting way to apologize.
The vast majority.
Didn't say who that he's like, most of these are untrue.
There is a Nazi in this, though.
What?
What?
What do you mean? There's a Nazi?
Jesse James collects Nazi memorabilia, and one of the women he had an affair with was like a huge Nazi.
We've just been
Jesse James, Sandra Bullock's husband, collects fucking Nazi memorabilia.
Now, hold on,
and
hold
one
on.
of the women he had an affair with is a fucking
They're
Nazi.
divorced. They're
Hughie,
divorced.
So
I
Hughie,
feel so
that means you know what? No,
vindicated
you know what
right
that means.
now.
You shouldn't, because that means that Sandra Bullock was violated by a Nazi,
Bro,
and her mom is not.
How
one.
did she fall? How did she find this guy who collected Nazi memorabilia and say, "This is someone I want to spend my life
Dude,
with"?
you are-
Maybe she grew up with some fucking Nazi memorabilia
You're
in
the
her
Alex
house,
Jones
bro.
of Nazi things?
What? He collected Nazi memorabilia?
No.
This is
I'm
exactly
gonna be honest.
what I'm
Alex.
talking about.
I think Hughie has a good point here.
What?
I think there's no way she didn't know he collected Nazi memorabilia, and the people who collect Nazi memorabilia, outside of someone who is cultivating an exhibit at a museum and they have to do it, is at least a Nazi fetishist.
Yes.
And that means you're kind
Well,
of
he is.
Thank you.
But he,
yeah, I know, but
you.
look, if I collected Nazi memorabilia, would you really want everyone to know that we were best friends and I collect Nazi memorabilia?
Dude,
Okay.
if you bring
Which,
it to a
for the
house,
record, I don't.
He does not.
I've seen Nazi memorabilia because I grew up in a rural part of Tennessee, and I went to a place I bought paintballs, sold Nazi memorabilia, and I was like, this is not okay. I remember seeing pins as a child, and I was like, this is fucking weird. How is this for sale? I was very aghast, but I still purchased my paintball from there. 'cause that
That's
was the only
different.
place
You
I
didn't
knew.
marry the paintball that you bought.
Exactly. And I didn't buy the Nazi memorabilia. I saw it. I was quite aghast.
All
Oh
right.
my God.
So what's this song about?
Wow. I just want to take a moment to just feel so good about myself. Thank you. Aaron, shout out to you, my dude.
Wow. I feel stabbed in the back by Aaron on this episode.
I haven't gotten very far on the lyrics. We've had a lot of tangents on whether or not someone is a Nazi or not.
And now we know.
I am German.
Oh, well, Aaron, you know.
Habersberger. I mean, there's German in me as well.
Good thing we're not doing a podcast
All right,
about you, my
Eliza
friend.
is here.
Okay.
But my grandfather lived in the German district of New York before, and he actually fought for the Allies against.
That's what I'm talking
them.
about. You were
So
out of that time.
Even though he
before.
was German,
Right.
of German descent, he obviously was like, no.
I'm getting out of here.
No, he was out way before that.
Right. And, you know, that's a little different.
Yeah, and I think he actually wasn't born in Germany either. His parents moved over, and he was born in America and lived in the German district of New York.
It's just like how in America, you cannot grow up in America, especially if you are a white person like myself, and not have some racist thoughts in your head. It's just embedded into the whole culture. Racism is just embedded into our culture. So how can you grow up in Germany and not have some anti-Semitic beliefs embedded into you if you grew up around the time when they were literally killing every Jew they could find on the entire continent?
Well, Sandra Bullock didn't grow up in that time.
But she married someone who fucking loves Nazis.
Okay, but-
Okay, so I was going to say something really sweet for her music the whole time up until we found out she married a Nazi.
But we.
I was like, oh, let's do something beautiful and sweet because she's so nice, but I'm a little torn now.
Well, what do you want now? Like, no, that sounds a lot like what we did yesterday.
Yesterday for...
Could do,
Maybe we should do like a little German theme.
Jesus
Doom chick chick, doom chick chick, doom chick chick, doom chick chick.
All I have written is, she is Miss Congeniality, the queen of the lost city. Her acting has such gravity, and we hope she's not a Nazi.
F.
Is that the whole song?
Yeah. B flat. A minor. C.
Work for you, Keith?
Yeah, sure.
We haven't done a song in 3/4 yet.
Although he was doing more like.
Else that rhymes with ard. Anything with an R.
Hard. You already have hard.
Did you do an
Yard?
Something about George Lopez
Have
somehow?
yard. I haven't gotten to George Lopez yet. I'm really.
And she played the George Lopez card?
Huh? No, that doesn't make any sense.
She helped George Lopez.
Big,
No, I don't think you know what I'm writing to.
No.
George Lopez doesn't fit into
What are
this.
you writing?
I have Sandra. I just like, and we hope she's not a Nazi, Sandra Bullock. We don't think you are, but also we don't know you aren't. Your ex-husband has made it hard.
To play the not a Nazi card.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
okay.
Your ex-husband has made it hard to play the not a Nazi card.
I love that. I'm going to take a moment to remind the audience why we started doing this podcast. We thought, won't it be fun if we write theme songs for celebrities so that those celebrities would hear those songs and share them?
I guess you probably
Meanwhile, we're writing a song because we've really gotten hung up on the German ancestry of Sandra Bullock. But to our credit, her ex-husband collected Nazi stuff. And that's fucking fucked up and weird. I don't blame Sandra Bullock for the collection, but I question. I'm very surprised. I've never seen a single interview that was like, hey, remember when your ex-husband collected Nazi memorabilia? What were your thoughts? Did you ever buy him a piece for like a holiday? Because that's typically what people do when
Here
they know
you
you have
go.
a collection. Like
Here you
if I knew that my friend had a collection of, pig vases and I saw a nice pig vase, I would be like, oh, I should get that from my friend Alex who collects pig vases.
Yes.
So it just,
Yes.
gosh.
It's tough. It's
It's
really
tough. It's tricky.
damning.
So let's just make it a short song about whether or not we don't know.
Being a Nazi, she might have lied, but she was cool in The Blind Side.
Did you? I don't know.
I mean, luckily she hasn't been in any like German war films, right? She's kept it pretty just fun stuff. Hey, Ocean's 8. Hey, Speed. Ah, we're having fun over here. Hey, Prince of Egypt. Okay.
Oh, man.
Gravity. We're in space. Don't worry about it.
Let's just end it with a B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, C, F.
What do you got
Yeah,
there
okay.
for us?
I'm almost there.
Oh man, wow! I just cannot wait to listen to this episode again.
This is ridiculous. This is so silly.
1, 2, 1.
Hold on. I'm gonna like. Okay. So we had trouble writing the song, and then Sandra Bullock, we hope you're not a Nazi and that we are wrong.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. That's the song. Okay. All right. Let's go for it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
She is Miss Congeniality, the queen of the lost city. Her acting has such gravity, and we hope she's not a Nazi. Sandra Bullock, we don't... Oh, one more time.
That's good.
I forgot how to sing it. Okay.
1, 2, 1.
She's Miss Congeniality, the queen of the lost city. Her acting has such gravity, and we hope she's not a Nazi. Sandra Bullock, we don't think you are, but also we don't know you aren't. Your ex-husband has made it hard to play the not a Nazi card. Sandra Bullock, we had trouble writing this song. Sandra Bullock, we hope you're not a Nazi and that we are wrong. That was a celebrity theme song. Wrote a song about celebrities. That was a celebrity theme song. Wrote a song about celebrities.
Hope that you're not a Nazi. Hey!
Yeah.
Well, guys.
Well, I hope she's not a Nazi. I don't think she is.
And I hope she likes this song.
I don't think she will.
No, me neither. But listen, Sandra, if you're not following us, go follow us at Lewberger. Follow us everywhere. TikTok, on Instagram. You just type in Lewberger. You'll find us.
Latkes and cream.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Now I'm just
Okay.
reading. I just